All right, well, let's stick with TVs and go to LG. And this was the one that surprised me. Like, I think that last year, LG did announce their LED TVs prior to CES, but I think they waited for CES to talk about the new OLEDs. And that's not the case this year. They are talking about all of their OLEDs, at least all of the ones that we know about. The new generation, they all have a 4 at the end instead of a 3 like last year. So there's the C4, the G4, and the M4. If you're like, wait, there's an M series? Yes, there is an M series. You probably don't remember it because it's really expensive, because the M series that they debuted last year is the one that has the trick box. It's all wireless. Like, you plug all of your HDMI cables, your game consoles, all that stuff into this standalone box, and then it wirelessly beams the signal to the TV so that the only cord you have to have going into your TV is the power cable. That's what sets the M series apart from the rest of these. So, and you pay for it. So, like, it's not a very common TV.
Yeah.
So the C4 and the G4 are the ones that we're more interested in. Both fantastic TVs. The C3 and the G3 were fantastic. The C2 and the G2 were fantastic TVs. They're basically always the TV to get every year. And that's probably going to be the same again this year. So the G4 and the M4 have new processors in them. They're calling these the Alpha 11 processor. The C4 still has the Alpha 9. I don't know what happened to the 10. Maybe the 10 was in the G3. I don't remember all of these things from last year. But the G4 and the M4 with this new Alpha 11 processor, again, AI all over the place, supposedly AI-driven processing to make the video quality better, upscaling better, all of the stuff that we expect supposedly AI to be doing in TVs nowadays. We'll see. We'll see.
See my disclaimers prior.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing that's different that actually matters and that really stands out, I think, and I shouldn't say that this processor doesn't matter, but because maybe it does, but the thing that I think some people will be interested in is that, like last year's OLEDs, one of the reasons we recommended them was they were 120 hertz native refresh rate displays. There were a couple of competitors, maybe only one, that pushed out a 144 hertz display. They're doing the same thing this year. The G4 and the M4 will go up to 144 hertz with NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync Premium with HDMI 2.1 inputs, so that really this is only useful for PC gaming. The Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, they top out at 120 hertz. But if you've got a PC that can do 4K at 144 hertz, like, holy crap, that's one expensive computer for one thing. But here you go. Here is the best TV you can buy that supports that refresh rate. And that's about it. Like, I'm really curious to see if they've got something else major to announce. Like, and they have other TVs, they have other LEDs and all of that stuff. I'm not even going to talk about them because we only really care about the OLEDs. Buy an OLED. That's always the answer.
Well, I suspect that they're going to have some announcement because this is really just generational, right? This is, hey, we have our next gen and we've improved what we were already doing great.
Maybe. You know, one thing that this announcement didn't really talk about is, are they, at least not that I remember seeing, are they tremendously brighter than previous year's models? Because that's always been the biggest limiting factor to OLED TVs, is they just don't get as bright as their LED counterparts. So maybe there's a new series that's going to be debuting once the show floor actually opens, and it'll be a whole lot brighter.
It'll be like 2001: A Space Odyssey bright. You know, it's going to be crazy, blinding bright.
That's what I'm hoping for.
All right. Burn your eyeballs bright. Really, who needs that? I don't know.
I mean, you don't want the whole screen to be that bright, but for true good HDR content, when the sun is shining, I want that to be crazy bright on the TV compared to other things.